Michelle Obama's family, a journey through generations. Michelle Obama, former First Lady of the United States, is renowned for her grace, advocacy, and eloquence. Born Michelle LaVaughn Robinson, her roots are deeply embedded in the American experience, with a family history that encompasses both the struggles and triumphs of African Americans. This video explores 11 intriguing aspects of her family background, shedding light on the lesser-known facets of the Robinson family. Fact number 1. An ancestor's exceptional act, Melvinia Shields' journey. Melvinia Shields, the great-great-great-grandmother of Michelle Obama, was born into slavery around 1844 in South Carolina. Despite the harsh realities of her early life, Melvinia's story is a remarkable testament to resilience and foresight. After the Civil War, she gained her freedom, and by the 1870s, she had relocated to Georgia. In an era when opportunities for African Americans, especially women, were severely limited, Melvinia managed to acquire land. By 1870, she was living in Bartow County, Georgia, where she worked as a sharecropper, a common practice among freed slaves who often continued to work in agriculture. Despite the oppressive sharecropping system, which was designed to keep African Americans economically dependent, Melvinia's determination saw her eventually saving enough money to purchase her own property. This was a rare and extraordinary achievement for a black woman in the post-Civil War South, where economic and racial barriers were omnipresent. Her ability to own land not only provided her with a means of sustenance but also a symbol of independence and progress for future generations. Number 2. Fraser Robinson III, a strong influence. Fraser Robinson III, born on August 1, 1935, in Chicago, Illinois, was a pivotal figure in Michelle Obama's life. He worked at the City of Chicago's water purification plant and was also deeply involved in local politics as a Democratic precinct captain. This dual role not only provided for his family but also immersed him in the civic life of the city, which likely influenced Michelle's own future in public service. Fraser was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at a relatively young age, a challenge that he faced with remarkable fortitude. Despite the progressive nature of the disease, which eventually required him to use crutches, Fraser maintained his work and his responsibilities to his family and community. His condition did not diminish his work ethic or his role as a provider and role model. He passed away on March 6, 1991, but left a lasting impact on Michelle, shaping her perceptions of determination, resilience, and the importance of family support. Number 3. Marian Shields Robinson, the matriarch. Marian Shields Robinson, born on July 30, 1937, in Chicago, Illinois, has been an integral figure in Michelle Obama's life, providing unwavering support and guidance. Marian was primarily a stay-at-home mother during Michelle's early years, focusing on the upbringing of her children. Later, she returned to work as a secretary at Spiegel's catalog store, demonstrating her balanced role of professional and caregiver. Her role took on national significance when she moved into the White House in 2009 to help Michelle manage the upbringing of her daughters, Malia and Sasha, under the extraordinary circumstances of the presidency. This decision was a significant reflection of her commitment to her family, helping maintain a sense of normalcy for her grandchildren during their years at the White House. Marian's presence in the White House was not just a personal support for Michelle but also symbolized the strength and grounding of familial bonds in the face of public duties. Number 4. Craig Robinson, brother and mentor. Craig Malcolm Robinson was born on April 21, 1962, in DeYoung, Illinois. As Michelle's older brother, Craig had a profound influence on her from a very young age. He excelled in basketball, playing forward at Princeton University from 1979 to 1983. After obtaining his degree in sociology, he followed his passion for the game, playing professional basketball in Europe before transitioning into a coaching career. Craig served as the head coach for Brown University from 2006 to 2008 and later for Oregon State University from 2008 to 2014. His dedication to education and leadership in sports has been a source of inspiration for Michelle, who often speaks of the lessons she learned from him about discipline and determination. Craig's commitment to developing his players both on and off the court aligns with the values he and Michelle were taught growing up, emphasizing the importance of academics alongside athletics. Number 5. The Great Migration. The Robinson family was part of the Great Migration, the movement of over 6 million African Americans from the rural southern United States to the urban Northeast, Midwest, and West from 1916 to 1970. Michelle Obama's great-great-grandfather, Jim Robinson, born into slavery in 1850 in South Carolina, is at the root of this journey. After the Civil War, his descendants began the northward movement in search of better economic opportunities and escaping the institutionalized racism of the Jim Crow South. This migration fundamentally shaped African American identity and culture, influencing the social, political, and economic dynamics of cities like Chicago, where the Robinson family eventually settled. The family's move to Chicago was a crucial step in establishing the groundwork for future generations, including Michelle, whose upbringing in the vibrant, culturally rich environment of Chicago's South Side profoundly influenced her worldview and career. Number 6. Ancestral Struggles and Triumphs, Jim Robinson's Legacy. Jim Robinson, Michelle Obama's great-great-grandfather, was born into slavery around 1850 on the Friendfield plantation in Georgetown, South Carolina. His life, marked by extreme hardship and resilience, has been a significant part of the narrative Michelle shares about her family's history. After the Civil War and the abolition of slavery, Jim lived through the tumultuous Reconstruction era, continuing to work on the same plantation where he had been enslaved. The stories of Jim's life and the challenges he faced have been passed down through generations, shaping Michelle's understanding of her heritage and the deep roots of racial and social issues in America. These ancestral experiences have been a powerful influence on her public service and advocacy work, as she has often discussed the impact of her ancestors' struggles on her own life perspectives and responsibilities. Number 7. Roots in Reconstruction. Following the end of the Civil War, Michelle's ancestors, like many other African Americans in the South, navigated the difficult period of Reconstruction. This era, while marked by significant political and social changes, also saw intense racial tensions and opposition to the newly acquired freedoms of African Americans. Michelle's ancestors were among those who worked tirelessly for dignity, civil rights, and economic opportunities, despite the oppressive conditions of the Jim Crow laws that followed Reconstruction. Their efforts during this critical period laid foundational stones for the future successes of their descendants. The resilience and fortitude shown during these times are echoed in the values passed down through generations of the Robinson family. Number 8. Education as a priority. For the Robinson family, education has always been a paramount value. Fraser Robinson III and Marian Shields Robinson, despite their modest means, emphasized the importance of academic achievement to their children, Michelle and Craig. This commitment to education was evident in both siblings attending and excelling at Princeton University, a testament to their parents' influence and the high priority placed on education within their family. Michelle graduated from Princeton University in 1985 with a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and a minor in African American Studies, and later from Harvard Law School in 1988. Craig also made notable academic and athletic contributions during his time at Princeton. Number 9. Aunt Robbie, pioneer and mentor. Robbie Shields, Michelle's great-aunt, played a crucial role in her early life by fostering an environment that celebrated African American culture and literature. Owning a bookstore in their community, Aunt Robbie was not only a business owner but also an advocate for education and African American authors. Her bookstore became a cultural hub, influencing young Michelle and others in the community to embrace and appreciate literature, thereby nurturing Michelle's lifelong love for reading and education. Number 10. Military service in the family. The tradition of military service runs deep in Michelle Obama's family, with several distant relatives having served in various American conflicts. These family members contributed to national efforts in World War II, the Korean War, and other military engagements, reflecting a long-standing commitment to serving and defending the country. Their service highlights a family history marked by dedication not only to personal and community advancement but also to national service and sacrifice. Number 11. Michelle Obama as a transgender conspiracy theory. The rumor that Michelle Obama is transgender is a baseless conspiracy theory that originated from fringe elements aiming to undermine her credibility during her time as First Lady. Born Michelle LaVaughn Robinson, her identity as a woman is well documented through childhood photos, records, and testimonies from friends and family. This rumor is not only false but also harmful, as it uses the identities of transgender people for derogatory purposes, perpetuating negative stereotypes. Such misinformation should be recognized as both baseless and discriminatory.